Shalom, shalom. I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Wamalak, Yahweh Shad. Right, double honors to the elders of the house of David. And of course, the extra strong shalom to the Akim throughout the four corners, pushing this word in truth and sincerity, in season and out of season, week in, week out, as commanded by Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shad. This is Brother Hawad. Brother Hawad coming back at you, another lesson to the Spirit, right quick before camp. You understand, by the edge of camp, so try to make this quick through the Spirit. And let's meditate on this. Right, in the last days, we should be meditating, continually meditating. Let me get this, all right, 39:1. We should be meditating, man. Meditating and putting our hearts and our thoughts towards Yahweh Yahweh Shah. This is Sirach, chapter 39:1, a classic. Right, Sirach 39:1. And it reads, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof. So your mind, you have to give your mind over to the Most High God. And you have to be occupied. When you're occupied means you're busy. You know, you ever been, you might have been, you know, out running errands. You might have been cooking a big meal or whatever the case may be. And somebody try to call your phone. Hey, sometimes you can't even answer, man. Sometimes you got to tell them, hey, I'll call you back, man. Sometimes you just hang up. You just hang up, I'll talk to them later. Sometimes you do answer, it's a quick, hey, look, I'm occupied right now, I'm busy, I'm running this errands, I'm doing A, B, C, and D. I'll call you soon, I'll call you when I'm done, man. Can't have a long conversation. Sometimes they don't even get a word in. It's just, hey, I'll call you back, I'm busy right now. All right, bet, shalom. Like, that's it. You understand? So you have to be, your mind have to be so occupied that things outside of the Most High God doesn't even get a word in, man. Lust and adultery doesn't even get a word in, man. Damn fornication and lies and wickedness and damn rap songs or any type of wickedness doesn't even get a chance, man. Because your mind is already focused on Yahweh Yahweh Shah. Right? This is Sirach 39:1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancients and be occupied in prophecies. Right, so you should be occupied in the wisdom. You should be occupied in prophecies. You should be occupied in the Most High God and his acts. Right, so we need to be meditating day and night on these things, man. Right, so before we meditated on, you know, keeping your word, right, keeping your vows. Right now we're going into, hey, man, having confidence in the Lord, man. You must have confidence in the Lord, right? This is 2 Maccabees. Let me see. This 2 Maccabees chapter 15. This 2 Maccabees chapter 15 and verse 6. And it reads, so Nicanor in exceeding pride and haughtiness determined to set up a public monument of his victory over Judas and them that were with him. But Maccabees had ever sure confidence that the Lord would help him. Now, why did Maccabees have ever sure confidence that the Lord would help him? You understand? How was he so confident? Why was he so confident? You understand that? Why was he so confident that the Lord would be there for him? That the Lord would defend him? You understand that? Let me keep reading. It says, verse 8. Wherefore he exhorted his people not to fear the coming of the heathen against them, but to remember the help which in former times they had received from heaven, and now to expect the victory and aid which should come unto them from the Almighty. Right, so for one, he said, look, the Lord is known by his works. The Lord is known by his judgment, by the judgment which he executed. Maccabees is exhorting his brethren, like, look, the Lord have done these great things by our forefathers and our foremothers. The Lord has been a help to our nation before in times past, and he will be a help unto us now. So one, he trusts in the Lord because the Lord has done the work. But on the flip side, Maccabees and his army and the nation has also done the work. You're not going to be confident in anything if you haven't been putting the work in. If there's a man right now who's waking up every morning at 4:30 in the morning and going on runs, he kind of running, getting his miles in. He come back, he eats something healthy. You understand? He try to drink a smoothie, man. You understand? He gets a workout in. You know what I'm saying? After he works out, he goes to the gym and throw up 1,000 shots. He go back home. Maybe he rest. You know what I'm saying? Spend some time, rest and chill, whatever the case may be. And, enjoy his pastime. And then then he go back to the gym again. And before the night ends, he throw up 2,000 shots, man. And he's down doing damn suicides and all type of things, man. He's really putting the work in. And then I'm over here, not that I'm doing this, but just for an example, eating damn honey buns every day, getting fat, eating chocolate, eating all type of, fatty foods, unhealthy food. I'm kind of, I don't want to use myself. But another brother is, eating all type of unhealthy foods, binge watching Netflix. He got his stomach out and his pants some button and scratching himself while watching Netflix, and he's stuffing his face with all type of pizza and all. And then he that brother that's doing that is not going to be confident when it's time to go to the court. When it's time to play basketball, he's not going to be confident himself. Who's going to be confident? The brother who's been doing the work. You understand? You're not going to be confident that you can win a spelling bee, man. If you haven't been studying words, reading the dictionary, anything like that, man. You're only going to be confident if you've been putting your faith and your work in Yahweh Shah. So you can't honestly say, look, I'm like Maccabees. I'm ever so confident in the Lord. How? How do you know when Elijah, called fire down from heaven in the book of Kings, he was borderline arrogant, man. Some would say he was arrogant. He was mocking their God. How was he so sure? How was he for sure that the Lord will hearken unto him and actually call fire down from heaven, man? How was he sure that when he called fire down from heaven, the Lord was going to do it like that? How was he so sure that? So much, he was so confident in it that he put the water up under the thing and said, I still call fire down. You're only confident when you know, look, I'm a man of the Lord. Saul wouldn't have been confident in that. Saul would have been like, hey, look, I don't know, the Lord may not have hearkened unto me, man. So a man that's confident is a man that's being righteous. A man that's doing the works, right? That's doing these righteous acts. You've been praying, you've been fasting, you've been giving alms. You understand? You've been giving to the less fortunate. You've been guiding your household upright. You've been a man, you've been walking with integrity and morals, keeping the commandments of the Most High God. You've been upright, a man of high character. You're confident that, hey, the Lord is going to do what he says, man. You're confident that the Lord is going to answer your prayers, man. So we have to be confident. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 27. But you don't want a false confidence. You don't want to be a fool, thinking the Lord is going to do something, You don't want to be like I gave the example. You don't want to be the brother who eating junk food all day, man. You understand? Eating donuts all day, and then think, that you're gonna go out there and make and shoot 30 points, man. You're gonna beat everybody at the court. You'll be deceiving yourself, man. This is Psalm chapter 27 and verse 1, and it reads, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even mine enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Though an host should encamp against me." Right, so David is saying, look, it can be an army against me, man. I won't fear, man. I'm not going to fear no man, no flesh. Though an host should encamp against me, my heart should not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. Why was David so confident that an army can rise up against him? You understand? Why? Because he know, look, I've been doing the work. On the back end, I've been doing the work. I've been praying. I've been fasting. I've been seeking the Lord. I've been confessing my sins. I've been examining myself, man. You have to ask, are you confident that the Lord is going to be with you during the time of Jacob's trouble? Are you confident that the Lord is going to, heal your household from all type of evil and wicked spirits? Are you confident in that, man? And if you are, is it a false hope? Or is it confident because, look, I know I've been serving the Lord, man? Let me get this. This is a classic. I mean, both those precepts were classics. But this is 1 Samuel chapter 12. You know, I love this precept. This is 1 Samuel chapter 12 and verse 3. 1 Samuel chapter 12 and verse 3. And it reads, this is Samuel talking to the whole congregation. Behold, here I am witness against me before the Lord and before his anointed. Whose ox have I taken? Or whose ass have I taken? Or whom have I defrauded? Whom have I oppressed? Or of whose hand have I received any bribe to blind mine eyes therewith? And I will restore it to you. So you go in front of the whole congregation, everybody you ever known, the whole nation, and you say, hey, look, who have I ever done wrong to, man? Don't you know that if you was to ask everybody, if everybody you ever known in your 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 plus years of life, you know, years on this earth, if everybody you ever known, they all came in a group, in a crowd, and you would say, hey, who have I ever done any of these things to? Don't you know, hey, people that would come out the woodworks, people that you forgot, that you don't even remember meeting, would say, I remember you did this, that offended me. You know, you would have people that you thought you was doing good about. Well, it was that one time your mom would come up, your wife, your husband, you know, old friends, people, you know, relationships you thought ended on good terms. Everybody would say something. Why was he so confident that nobody was going to be able to say nothing against him? He was confident in that. Nobody was going to be able. Why? Because he was doing the work, man. He was doing the work, and they had faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And they said, thou hast not defrauded us, nor oppressed us, neither have thou taken aught of any man's hand. And he said unto them, the Lord is witness against you, and his anointed is witness this day, that ye have not found aught in my hand. And they answered, he is witness. They said, look, hey, the Lord is our witness. You ain't committed no iniquity, man. You haven't went off. You didn't do no wrong by us. You always loved your brother. You never took a bribe. You never did a wrong thing, man. You never did wrong by the nation, man. So you gotta think about the confidence, and there's many precepts, like I said, this is before camp, gotta kind of hurry and go. But there's many accounts going through my mind right now of men who were just confident, especially Yahweh Shah, man. It was just so confident that the Lord was gonna be there with him. Even, you know, he knew that he was gonna die, was confident. But all the confidence stems from them knowing the work that they put in on the back end, man. I think to myself, and it's something brothers should also think, and am I confident that the Lord is going to, you know, not that I know, no man knows, and you don't want to be arrogant with it, but we have to have some type of confidence. Am I confident that I know that the Lord is not going to confound me on the highways and byways today? You know, hey, the Lord can have you get confounded before your enemies, man. Hey, if you're not studying throughout the week, if you're not reading throughout the week, if you're not praying throughout the week, the Lord will have the Christians come up here and embarrass you on live, man. You understand that? Anything may happen, man. Hey, you know, so, hey, may have brothers come up and, you know, come at you crazy and that's, you know, run you in a camp off the block because you wasn't doing the work, man. How are you confident? Why are you so confident that everybody gonna be bold, man? You know, anything, man. Your household, you confident that your household gonna get, you know, in order. The Lord said, get your households in order. How are you confident in that? Because you're doing the work, man. So how are we confident if an army come about us? Are we confident that the angels are camped around about us? One, because we know that the Lord keep his promises. Like the scriptures say, I'm going to end with this. This is Sirach chapter 2. We confident because the Lord is a man of his word. This is Sirach 2 and 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? How were they confident that they wasn't going to be confounded? Because they was trusting in the Lord. They was doing the work as well. The Lord is doing the work and they're doing the work, man. It says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? They were confident, our forefathers were confident that the Lord wasn't going to forsake them because they walked in fear of the Lord. Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? They were confident that the Lord wasn't going to despise them. Why? Because they was calling on him, man. So we got to remember, you know, hey, Am I a man that's confident? And if I am confident, is it like a false hope? Is it, foolish? Or am I confident because I've truly been laboring for Yahweh Shai in righteousness, man? And with that, I'm going to call Lord Yahweh Shem, Mashiach, woman like Yahweh Shai. Most High willing, this was an edifying lesson. Shalom.